And we are back. Finally, I'm back playing this world for once. It's been a really long time. So I have done a few things since, well, I last recorded. It's been roughly a month since I've actually done anything on this world because, well, I've been planning. That's what I'll say. But I did do some things off camera when I was just bored and didn't really feel like recording. For example, this. I built the gazebo thingy-majiggy for my waystone for this section of my world. I made this in a creative world, just kind of sporadically, and I really like it. I took heavy inspo off of a Pinterest picture, so if you see this somewhere on Pinterest, it's probably the photo I was looking at. But I did add some things on my own. For example, this floor, which I actually really like. This took forever, and yes, I did spend 4 diamond blocks on this floor. It's very expensive and took a long time because I had to get more diamonds. But yes, I like this gazebo. It's not really important, so we didn't really need a whole section of a video on it, so I just kind of left it. And honestly, that's kind of it. Kind of did that, and then I built this little flower garden, which we're just going to skip for now. But we are going to resume on the mods, like immediately. I want to really deep dive into the mods that we're going to put a big focus on for the next few episodes. The first one I really want to deep dive is the backpack mod. This mod right here. All these backpacks that we were actually able to craft. My goal is to collect every single one of these. To do that, I want to put these backpacks somewhere, you know? I can like display them. And I thought, what's better than making a basement? Right down here. I have this door that I've been meaning to do something with, and well, I kind of started digging it out, kinda. Voice crack was crazy. But yeah, I kind of already started digging this stuff out, but it definitely needs a lot more digging out and a lot more work on it. So I say let's just kind of work on this for a little bit. And the basement is done, kinda. There's gonna be an expansion down there eventually, but for now, this is all we need. These shelves will eventually be filled with all the backpacks that we will be collecting. And speaking about those backpacks, let's start collecting them. So in order to create all these backpacks, everyone needs the standard traveler's backpack. And I would craft these is with leather, string, and a sleeping bag with a chest. We can also do the ones with tanks, but we will not be doing those because they involve glass, and glass is annoying to get. So we really need to get a really good source of leather and string, along with wool, along with wood. Wood is not a big problem. It's really easy to chop trees, so that's wood checked off. We good on wood. Next is leather. Now these are all the cows I have, and this is not going to be a reliable source for leather. So leather foam is needed, for sure. The other thing we need is string, and a bunch of string. So off camera, I did do some mining. Well, I was actually lighting up all these caves underneath, so the slime farm would work better. But I stumbled upon a mine shaft. And mine shafts have cave spider spawners. So we do have a spider spawner, cave spider spawner, down there. We're gonna have to make that into a farm, and then boom, we get string. The next thing we need is wool, and lots of wool. We need a lot of sleeping bags. These are all the sheep I have. This has been doing well for now, but I think it's time to create a automatic wool farm. And with all those things, then we can start actually crafting all the different backpacks. So to get started off with, I think we need a home for our cows and sheep. I think it's time for them to not live just on my lawn. If you've been wondering what this hole is right here, well, it's a block, it's a building, like all the other ones. But I've been planning this building for a long time. I have even gathered everything I need for it already. So let's just go straight into building once again. And we are done building our animal bone thingy majiggy. So instead of building a basic bone, I thought I would build a beehive because it's kind of like animal-y, you know? I thought it made sense. So if we go inside, we have pens for cows and maybe some sheep. I don't know where they're gonna go yet. And then if you go up here, we have room for chickens in this little pen right here, and then pigs right here. I do know that's chickens, that's pigs. Yeah, I think it looks pretty cool in here. I like how it's like 2 stories. I like how a lot of light, a lot of grass, and we also have some storage for some random things, whatever we get. So let's move the animals in here. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, how I'm gonna get them out of here is I'm gonna take 6 cows on a lead and then go up a lot, so hopefully they will get out of the pen. And then I'm gonna put some wheat in my offhand so they will follow me even better. And we are gonna go to the beehive. And then I'm thinking, let's put cows in this one. And honestly, I think that's gonna be it for animals for now. However, we still need to deal with our leather and wool issue for someone to sleep. Okay, so the rest of these cows, I'm just gonna kinda... Oh, where did all the cows go? I don't know where they all went. Very weird indeed. But in all seriousness, the cows gave us a lot of leather and a lot of food, which I should probably cook. And out of all those cows, I also only got 1 cow head, shockingly. I thought I would get more. Okay, it's been a few days, so let me catch you up. I've done one thing, and that one thing is pretty good. I built a cave spider spawner. You can tell it's in the mine shaft. I didn't want to make a big segment of the video about this because it's legit just a spawner farm, nothing special. Though I've never made a cave spider spawner, so this was actually really interesting for me to make. So thank you to the tutorial I followed. But this thing's really easy, super simple, and it gives you a bunch of string, which I realized when making this, I can make string into wool, which I need to make the sleeping bags. So I don't need to make an automatic wool foam using sheep. This is basically one, I just have to craft it, which I'm okay with. So this covers string and wool for the backpacks, so that's 2 done in 1 foam. Let's go. So the last thing we need is a renewable source of leather. I have a bunch of leather from, well, what used to be behind me, but I want an automatic source of leather, and I added a mod to help us with that, because I did not want to make some weird leather foam that required a bunch of materials. So instead, I downloaded the mod that converts rotten flesh to leather. See right here, this is coming from the rotten flesh, you see? This series is all about mods, so I thought, yeah, I can do this. So I've already gotten a bunch of leather from doing this, but I still want to make a renewable source because we're going to need a bunch of leather, I assume. It would just be good to make. I completely forgot about this. I've not seen this waypoint in like forever, but we have a zombie spawner right underneath our base. I completely forgot about this. I don't know how, but we can make this into automatic leather if we just smelt the leather we get from killing zombies. So to do this, I think we're gonna do one last time lapse. I'm sorry this is kind of a time lapse heavy episode. It's just so much easier. And the zombie leather form is complete. It's nothing special, but we do get leather and ash bricks for some reason. With one of the mods it creates it. But it's a really simple form. It's simply just a zombie form. They spawn, go down here, get pushed all the way over here, burning lava, and then they get put into this furnace, which also has a small little bamboo form to fuel it. So, very simple, was very quick to make. Just kind of put this together, so I hope it turns out good. It's doing pretty well. The form successful. Whoa, that's just my face. So, I put up a YouTube short not that long ago, when I'm recording this, asking you guys to name my 2 dogs that I've had for actual months, and I have not given them names yet. So I asked you guys to give both of them names, and you guys delivered on it. I got a lot of suggestions, a lot more than I thought. So thank you for everyone who suggested a name, but I picked the 2 that I liked the most. There was actually 3 that I really liked, but I only have 2 dogs. So I picked these ones the most because I thought these were actually really funny and cool names. So my first dog right here, I actually got him first. The one by the cow pen this whole time was my very first pet. This is how I got the achievement, or like man's best friend, whatever it's called. So I've decided on the name Spud. Thank you to this person who suggested it. It's a fantastic name and I love it very much because it reminds me of potatoes. And Spud's collar is going to be orange because, again, potatoes. And for my second dog here, who was next to the old sheep pen that used to be over there, I know, very long time ago, I've decided his name is going to be Boulder, and his collar is going to be gray because of rocks. Thank you to this person who suggested Boulder. Again, a very creative name, and I like it. So everyone, I would like to introduce you to Spud and Boulder. With the string form and leather form being completed, we can now officially start working on collecting every single backpack from the Traveler's Backpack mod. So to do that, let's craft a bunch of backpacks. We need leather. We need an absolute buttloads of string. And we also need a bunch of wood. And to craft a bunch of the string into wool. And that is all the backpacks we are going to need to craft. There is 41 of them in here. And let's get crafting the specific backpacks. And that is gonna be it for this episode. I know it's a rough ending, kinda very sudden, but I will explain all next episode. Next episode's gonna be really good, I promise, and I'll explain why this episode was kinda rough at the end and why it's been a very long time. But I hope you enjoyed this video regardless. The backpacks that we have is not every single one. I still have more to collect. There's gaps because I don't have all the resources. So we will slowly finish this collection, but it's a good start, and I hope you enjoyed it. So, I shall see you next episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It does a lot more than you think. It really helps out. And I shall see you next episode. See ya!